It was a Thursday, I remember, because the sky didn't make sense. Thick, heavy clouds but no rain. The air clung to everything, too warm, too still, like the world was holding its breath, waiting for something to snap. She stood in the doorway, keys dangling in her hand, and said it. We should take a break. Like it was a line she'd recited in front of a mirror 100 times. I stared at her. Not her eyes, but that spot under her left one, where her concealer always settled into the tiniest crease when she was tired. I didn't answer. Just let the silence stretch until it felt like its own kind of response. Then I slid the folder across the counter toward her. Plain manila. No bold red letters, no dramatic stamps. Just a few papers neatly stacked. Screenshots, receipts, dated and arranged with care. She opened it like she already knew what she'd find. Her fingers stopped flipping at page 4. The hotel bill. I watched her eyes track the line of text, saw her shoulders stiffen, her pupils jump. Left, up, then lock in place. Not on me, but on the far wall, as if she could disappear into it if she looked hard enough. Then she turned, but not to me. To her parents, who had followed her inside, standing behind her like they owned the space, like they built the very bones of the house. That's when the anger surfaced. Not loud. Not messy. Just a quiet, sharp heat that burned beneath her skin. I didn't say a word. I didn't have to. It began with a trip. Just a week after our wedding. 7 days after the vows, the speeches, the dances, the champagne that fizzed like broken static. Her parents told her they'd planned a surprise getaway. Some family ritual, something about starting fresh. She was hesitant briefly. Then she packed. Light. Left her wedding ring on the nightstand, said it irritated her hand. She smiled, kissed my forehead, and walked out like she was heading to brunch. I didn't question it. Not at first. But when she came back, everything was off. Just a little. Her hug didn't linger. Her shoes weren't where she usually left them. Her favorite mug, a chipped blue glazed ceramic she always used, sat untouched, high on a shelf. She was present but distant. Not upset. Not angry. Just elsewhere. I told myself it was the post-wedding slump. People talk about that. The drop after the celebration. But this wasn't a drop. It was a retreat. Precise. Measured. Then came the real distance. Nights out. Phone silent. Whispers behind closed doors. I didn't confront her. Not because I didn't care, because I needed to understand. So I started pulling threads. A call to an old college friend who now runs a low-profile resort in Mexico. He said he'd seen her. Not alone. That was the first tug. From their bank records. GPS logs. A second phone. One she forgot was still synced to our shared cloud account. It was all there. Her father had reserved the suite. Her mother paid for the spa. My wife, newlywed, still posting bridal selfies online, had booked a couple's massage under her maiden name. And the man with her? Definitely not a relative. She came back smelling like sea salt and unfamiliar cologne. I could have exploded. Could have confronted her in some cinematic outburst. But I didn't. I waited. I documented. Quietly. Thoroughly. Until the day she walked in and delivered that rehearsed line. I think we should take a break. Of course you do. Later, after the pieces had fallen and the silence set in, she called me a monster. Said I set her up. Said I trapped her. But all I did was see what was always there. Her parents couldn't look at me again after that. Maybe they were ashamed. Maybe they were furious that I played the game better. She left that same night. Took 2 bags. Left behind the wedding photos, her dress still zipped in its plastic wrap like it was waiting for a second chance that would never come. I kept the folder. Still have it. I don't read it. I just hold it sometimes. Feel the weight in my hands. Lighter than I remember. Pain always feels heavier than it should, doesn't it? People like to say closure is a destination. That once you get there, it's over. But really, it's just another turn. You keep walking. A little more carefully. A little more aware. And you never ignore the sound of footsteps behind you again.